Hey guys, this is IS0127 and I'm back to cast another 2v2 game, and it is going to be on Tarsonis Assault, and this game will be between DKnight. I guess that's short for Dark Knight, but DKnight will be the red Protoss, and his partner will be Putrid, the blue Zerg. I have not seen these two players before and did not find them on the rankings. So either way, they are probably pretty good because Ash, the teal Protoss, and his partner Flarestar, the purple Zerg, are very high up on the 2v2s. Currently ranked, I believe, 12th overall on the 2v2 arranged teams, or I shouldn't say overall, but on the North American servers. So looking forward to this matchup. It should be quite exciting. And yeah, I'm just still taking a breath from some of these last games. Have been just totally crazy, and I'm so excited to be casting StarCraft games again because it is so much fun, and I'm so happy that I can like relax for a day and just cast some games and not be stressed out about school and being sick and getting headaches and all this crap. Because like I remember I told you, ooh, look at these, oh, the probe actually is going to make it out of there for Ash, as you saw Putrid tried to go all commando or something like that and tried to pull all these drones off to trap that probe. And that always happens to me when I run around behind. Like, look at Ash is trying to, it's like he's trying, he wants Putrid to pull his drones off so that he can be like, haha, I was waiting for you to do that. So that's actually a pretty smart play right there. But whenever I do that, I swear to God, like, I look away at the exact wrong time back to my base to build something, and I come back and my probe's trapped and like is dead before I can even hit, like, I can click like a mineral patch or something. So, which is, yeah, if you guys didn't know, like, you can click mineral patches on your workers and stuff, and then they can like go through other units. It's pretty cool. So I don't know, that was my like semi-Valley Girl voice for some reason. I don't know why that, because I felt like I was saying something obvious. Because sometimes I get like, I don't know, sometimes I feel like if I say some of this obvious stuff, people just get annoyed, because really the only people I feel like that are watching my broadcasts are pretty much like StarCraft vets, who are maybe not like all vets or like awesome players, but at least people who like are pretty familiar with common stuff, like the fact that you can click mineral patches with workers and go through other units. So, but anyway, I'll just continue saying random stupid things to annoy you guys, as Putrid going for an early hatchery, and that might have been at like 15. A weird sound just happened. I don't know what that was, but yeah, that was weird. So Ash's scouting probe will be returning home, and 2 Zerglings from Putrid are going to help defend this fast expansion. So not something I've seen much of in these team games lately is a fast expansion, so I'm looking forward to a different style of game. It looks like this is walled off right here, and the only way through this Protoss opening for DKnight here is this one little entrance. So there's a ping over here, as Putrid realizing that Flarestar's Overlord here is in supreme position there to do some scouting. But the thing about this base, Tarsonis Assault, is that this area right here, this cliff, is actually higher. I know it's kind of hard to tell. I wonder if I can figure out how to, like, if I can rotate, like, whoa. Okay, there's a way. I guess if I zoom in like this, you can see this cliff is higher than the main base ledge for the base down there. So if you put a pylon up here, you can warp in, as you see a couple of scouting Zerglings actually getting killed before they can make it in here into Ash's base. So while that was going on, I was just saying, like, see, DKnight is coming over here, it looks like, to check, because he's worried about a pylon being up here. And possible, like, you can warp Dark Templars or Zealots or whatever, like right here, as there's something's clicking over here. What is going on here? They're actually, he sent this sentry over here and took out the Overlord, so nicely done there. However, he's leaving his base quite vulnerable. If Flarestar had wanted to, he could have ran some Zerglings right in there, but instead he saw that that Putrid has expanded, so he was like, dude, I need to expand too. So he got his expansion. Putrid now has expansion up, and it looks like these are going to be drones, so more and more drones coming out for Putrid. Is he going to transfer any? He doesn't really need to, as his main is just about fully saturated. There's still a couple, like this mineral patch, that does not have 2 drones on it yet, and some Zerglings are coming back here. The speed is done. The creep is being spread quickly. No creep yet being spread for Flarestar. I'm surprised he didn't drop a tumor off on his way over to the expansion here. But he is, it looks like he is sending about half his drones over there, so so yeah, we'll be seeing, looks like more of a macro style game here, as actually Flarestar and Ash, as soon as I say we're going to see a macro style game, they are going to put on some pressure, but it looks like it's not going to work, especially with this creep spread. Putrid has enough Zerglings and DKnight enough Stalkers and sentries to defend here, but are they going to try and make this happen anyway? A bunch of more Zealots are coming in now for Ash. A couple of Stalkers being left in the back here, and here we go. The engagement is underway. The Zealots from Ash are pulling back. Needs to be going all in right now. There's one force field, looks like, going down. I guess that was from DKnight. I'm not sure what's up with some of these force fields. He is trapped 4 Stalkers here, so those force fields are doing some work as these Zealots are now chasing these Stalkers around. Meanwhile, the other Stalkers are firing away. It looks like Ash is going to be forced to try and fall back here. Is he going to sacrifice all these Stalkers? They are in a lot of trouble now, trying to get a couple of extra shots. He is warping in a few extra Zealots here that will be able to protect these Stalkers if they try and retreat, but it does not look like this pylon and this attack is going to succeed. Ash is going to be forced to fall back. He's going to fall back with his Stalkers. And Flarestar not on the same page as his partner, and Flarestar is running in here, and okay, now he's like, whoa, all my Stalker buddies are gone, I better pull back. And now Ash and Flarestar are the team that are up against it, as they are forced to fall back. If DKnight and Putrid try to push out right now, it could get interesting, but again, the rush distance, all the time it would take them to get up here, Ash would probably be able to get out enough extra units. And Flarestar as well. So, actually, a Spire is on the way for Flarestar, and an Infestation Pit is on the way for Putrid. So I'm very excited. There is going to be some teching going on in this game. It's not just going to be like mass Zergling, mass Marauder, mass Hellion, mass Zergling type of stuff, which, although those games are extremely exciting, it is fun once in a while to see some teching going on. So we will be seeing a Spire, so we will be seeing some Mutalisks. We will probably be seeing some Infestors for Putrid, which are, as we see, 2 Infestors are on the way for Putrid, and those Infestors are pretty much the best counter to Mutalisks that a Zerg has. Especially when combined with Hydralisk. But it doesn't look like he is going to be getting Hydralisk just yet. It's not that he doesn't know that there are Mutalisks going to be on the way for Flarestar, as actually he has not built any Mutalisks yet. He does have 400 gas, 500 Mutalisks saved up, but I think he's waiting until an Overlord, or he needs to make an Overlord here so that he can make his Mutalisks. But anyway, what is the pinging going on? I don't see what's going on there. I guess they're going to try and push out now, as Flarestar now Mutalisks are on the way. 1 Mutalisk, now he just realized that he's supply blocked, so making a couple of Overlords. So those Mutalisks are going to be a bit delayed because of the supply blockage. A couple of Infestors sitting pretty exposed out here. Actually, there are some Zerglings up here, so they will be able to see what is going on here. And these Infestors are going to be key, almost with 75 energy now, and a fungal growth on a bunch of Zerglings can just will completely kill them. Like 1 fungal growth will kill a Zergling. So I'm pretty sure that's the case, at least, because a fungal growth does 40 damage, right? It causes 36 damage over 8 seconds. So actually, the Zerglings might survive with like 1 hit points because they will be regenerating. Somebody, if you don't mind posting, or who knows about that, I'm not sure, because if we can find a Zergling that has like not full hit points, we could probably figure it out. I could count like, okay, this how many seconds, but anyway, maybe for another time, as there will be Hydralisk now on the way for Putrid, so those are going to be great in combination with his Infestors. He is getting the Group Spine as well, which increases the range, and Psionic Storm for DKnight as well, so he is going straight for High Templar, so going to be very exciting. Infestors and High Templars against what looks like a Robo Bay is on the way for Ash, so will we be seeing some Colossi? It will be interesting to see, as both, after there was some early back and forth action, both teams have opted to sit back a little bit, tech up, and get their bases underway. Flarestar is natural, really needs some more saturation. His main is pretty much fully saturated. He could send some drones over there. He's got a couple of Mutalisks in here, looks like. I'm not sure, is he going to be trying to do some Muta harass? I think he was going to do some Muta harass down here, or he did maybe, and that's why this Queen is low on hit points. But with the Hydras and Infestors, did I miss some Mutas getting fungal growth? I don't think so. I don't think Putrid actually has revealed this tech, because he's got his infestation pit is over here, and I don't even know if Ashe and Flarestar know about the Infestors yet, so or the High Templar. So this is going to get pretty interesting pretty quick, as more Zealots are being warped in. Zealots obviously the unit of choice to go with High Templars, because High Templars take so much gas that you put Zealots with them, and you got to get the charge. As yeah, there is a Robo Bay on the way for Ashe. It's pretty late, but he has been focusing on his macro. He's set up a wall here of Zealots and Stalkers and stuff, and now Mutas are flying all over the place checking for expansion. The Mutas are quickly going to see DKnights trying to steal that base up here. Or are they going to see that? Yeah, they're about to see that, and they will probably force the cancel on that. Will DKnight send his army over to try and get a Psystorm off on these Mutas? It looks like he is going to be sending his army up here, and has not canceled this yet. The Mutas wisely going after that. Oh, the blink is done for DKnight, and he is forcing those Mutas back out by blinking underneath there, and a bunch of cannons are going to go down for DKnight to protect this expansion from the Muta harass. So these bases are really difficult to defend on Tarsonis Assault, which is a lot of times why you don't see the games on this map get to this stage, as I have had success before defending those, but it's very difficult. What are all these pingings going on here? He's pinging. Okay, who is that pinging? That's DKnight is pinging. Why is he pinging? I don't. Okay, maybe I just need to ignore pinging, because sometimes there's just pinging going on, like, for no reason. So, DKnight is quickly, I want to check, let's check the army sizes here, as DKnight and Flarestar are pretty much the same here. Ashe slightly behind Putrid, so Ashe is a little bit behind in the army size, and that is probably because he is trying to get these Colossi out, and now double training Colossi, so he will quickly catch up in supply there. And these triple training Colossi, excuse me, there are 3 Robo Bays here, and he is triple training Colossi. I hope there's extended thermal lance, extended thermal lance almost done. There is a battle that is going to be taking place down here. DKnight getting a bunch of Zealots. They are getting trapped here. Storms are going down. Storms on all of Flarestar's units. Oh my god. Oh my god, taking so much damage. Storms everywhere. And oh my god, Putrid and Fungal Growth, and oh my Jesus. I don't think anything I just said made any sense. But there were like Fungal Growths and Storms, and Putrid and DKnight are advancing right into the natural expansions. They're in a lot of trouble. A bunch of Colossi are about to pop out though, and that is going to be the difference right here. If Ashe can hold this off, he has 3 Colossi and a couple of Stalkers, as the Stalkers are trying to blink onto the Colossi, but there are 3 of them melting units away. They do have 1 attack upgrade. There are Archons though out here for DKnight, so that is big trouble. The Archons though are melting. They're melting. That's my word of the day. The Archons are melting to the Colossi, as Archon's actually not very strong against Colossi, as they are especially strong against biological units and do splash damage. However, at the same time, Putrid has moved his army right into the main of Flarestar, and Flarestar is in a lot of trouble. He's trying to get a Greater Spire out, but it looks like, what is Putrid doing? He stopped attacking. He could be killing off this hive, but what is he doing? He's going back and forth. He's afraid of these Colossi, and why is Putrid not trying to attack this right now? I think he's making a critical mistake by not trying to take out this hive. And if he has a neural parasite, he does not have a neural parasite, so he cannot really deal with the Colossi. Using fungal growth on the Protoss army, not going to be very effective. These Colossi are melting the Hydralisk. I can't believe I probably said melting like a million times. Oh my god. There's a ton more Hydralisks on the way in here, and that is serious trouble for Ashe and Flarestar. What are they going to be able to do? It's coming down to Colossus Micro right now. Are they going to focus down these robotics facilities? But Ashe doesn't even have any units on the way. He's totally fully invested in these couple of Colossi, trying to desperately use these Colossi to hold off this attack. And oh, there goes the expansion for Flarestar, but there are Broodlords on the map. There are 4 Broodlords out, and 2 Colossi and 4 Broodlords, and make it 5 Colossi, as I did not realize that he had already completed some more Colossi, and I guess they were hiding back up here waiting till the perfect opportunity to get the pincher attack with the Broodlords and the Colossi. So wow, that was really, really close to being the end of the game for Ash and Flarestar, but instead the clutch triple Colossi production. Look, he's even making 3 more right now. Needs to get some more upgrades for these guys if he's going all Colossi. And then the Broodlord's so huge for Flarestar. He's going to be, I think, rebuilding. Yeah, he's rebuilding this expansion. He's got one more Broodlord on the way. So it looks like they are going to be sending their units up here to take out DKnight's 3rd base. There's a bunch of gateways up here even, so interesting there, as a bunch of stalkers are coming in here to try and defend this. But the placement, the Broodlords and Colossi are just going to eat all of these ground units for breakfast. These storms are not going to even do that much against these units. They will be able to soften up the Broodlords a little bit, but I mean, really, Psystorm not the best counter to this unit combination right now. The bottom team really desperately needs air units. As you see, Putrid is just now finished his fire, and you're probably going to see a bunch of Corruptors. Yeah, 9 Corruptors are on the way, but is it going to be too little too late? Because those Corruptors will be able to just decimate the Broodlords and Colossi, but by that time Ash may have enough Stalkers to defend them. Because before, all he had was Colossi, and oh boy, here's mass pinging going on. Looks like they're going to check for all these expansions down here. Putrid does have an expansion over here, so are they going to run all the way around there? That could be a bad idea. They might want to think about pressing their advantage, but DKnight now actually has 3 Void Rays out. So this game is quickly becoming quite epic right now. There are tech switches going back and forth. Ash, it looks like, is finishing his Twilight Council, probably going to be using that to get Blink for his Stalkers so that he can further protect them from any kind of Corruptors. As Putrid, how many Corruptors does he have right now? He's got a lot of Corruptors, and these Broodlords are totally toast. The Broodlords are slow, but why are they turning around? The Corruptors are turning around. They're afraid of a few measly Stalkers, as I think those Corruptors may have been better served to just chase these right now and let the roaches and some nice fungal growths are going to trap the Broodlords right there. And it looks like something is queued. Okay, these Corruptors are now queued up on the Colossi, but the Stalkers at the same time are queued up on the Corruptors. So a pretty even exchange right now. The Void Rays are making a big difference though right now for the bottom team. DKnight does have his Void Rays fully charged, but they are forced to fall back as there are enough Stalkers down below to help defend. So Ash continuing to warp in more Stalkers. DKnight looks like is going to be trying to rebuild there, and Ash has completed this expansion. No rally point set and no units being created up there just yet. It is pretty exposed over there, as map control I would have to say belongs to the bottom team right now. I think he's pinging those Corruptors. Ashes, he does see those with this observer. He just has this observer sitting in the middle, so that observer is really giving a lot of vision and really telling Ash and Flarestar exactly what is going on. It looks like there's some kind of run-by going on here that I didn't see. Flarestar's main is basically mined out. Ash's main is totally mined out. These probes are not doing anything, and there is going to be an engagement here. There are a lot of Corruptors on the field for Putrid, sniping one Colossi there, but again, forced to fall back. Too many Stalkers, and even now some Hydras in there for Flarestar. So check out this Colossi baller. He is a master with 16 kills and only 21 hit points left, but he has his shields obviously. And they are moving their giant ball of stuffs down here, and these Broodlords are like, dude, wait up, wait for us, we are so slow. So if he's not careful, those Broodlords could get sniped by some Corruptors, some wise Corruptors. Corruptors are pretty quick, relatively speaking. It looks like DKnight is like, dude, your base is toast. I can't save your base by myself, dude. You gotta bring up your stuff. And so DKnight and Putrid are the team that is definitely in trouble right now, as Ash and Flarestar almost lost. But some clutch Broodlords and Colossi kept them in the game, and now Ash continues to make Stalkers, and here we go, another big battle. The Corruptors are coming in here and getting a lot of free shots. Where are these Stalkers going? The Stalkers ran all the way over here for Ash, and oh my god, could that cost him his entire army because the stalkers ran up there. Oh my god, he lost all his colossi and all the broodlords are dead. Oh my god, those stupid stalkers. Don't you just love the pathing? They ran way up here to try and run all the way around. And back around here, that was retarded. And now he lost all his colossi. So that baller colossi that had like 16 kills, he is unfortunately no longer with us. And so that is all because of these stupid stalkers that ran all the way up there the wrong way. And they were unable to protect the army. A couple more colossi. Some fresh recruits are on the way. 7 kills already. That must have been Zerglings because now Putrid is really getting ballsy and trying to take the high yield center expansion. DKnight has this expansion over here fully saturated, not the gas though. He could use a little bit more work on the gas and actually taking this expansion on the left. So it looks like Ash lost that expansion up there. So now Ash and Flarestar are in a lot of trouble. This game is just back and forth right now, and so it looks like Ash is going to spot this high yield going down and quickly take that out. He should just move up here and kill this pylon and kill all this stuff. He's got a pretty strong army right now. These corruptors aren't going to do crap against mass stalker. It's still only 100 upgrades. Nobody is getting any upgrades. There are immortals now on the way for Ash. I'm not exactly sure why he is going for those immortals. Perhaps just because he knows the colossi are not as effective with so many corruptors on the field. And he just needs something to bolster this army, because it's not like there's a bunch of roaches or anything down here, or a bunch of stalkers, as pretty much DKnight and Putrid are like mined out. They're trying desperately to get some more, they need new bases, and so it's sort of war of attrition going on right now in this game. Both teams are trying to deny expansions for the other team. This is what happens when a game gets to this point. In these team games, you just end up like killing each other's expansions over and over, and whoever can do a better job at that of killing the other expansions and protecting their own expansions will win the game. And it looks like keeping your army grouped up is obviously key. Sky storms are going down. Storms, as the Hydralids are like, run away, we don't like the storms, but the stalkers are like, storms? Whatever. I got your storms right here, as these stalkers need to blink under it. Oh, they don't even have blink. Sorry, they are actually do not have blink, and they are going to be able to kill another void ray. This void ray looks like we'll be able to make it out, but at the same time, DKnight is in a lot of trouble. This base is going to go down, but Ash does not have any more mining at all. He has no income. Check the income really quick, as Ash has no income. Flarestar still has income because this base died earlier, and now it is like super saturated. And so Putrid actually has some income down here again, and now, but the army advantage is definitely, well, actually there's not really an army advantage. It's pretty even, though a lot of that is workers. So the army is very small for both teams right now because there's just no income to work with. And cannons are trying to be thrown down. It looks like they are going to be cancelled here. This one cannon is going to finish, but it's probably not going to be enough to defend this base. A couple of corruptors even now out for Flarestar to deal with the Void Rays of DKnight, and these two Void Rays are in trouble. Looks like Ash did finally finish that blink, and with that blink done, he is going to be able to kill off these Void Rays. Even blinking over there. Will that Void Ray just stopped, and he is going to die. If he had not stopped, he might have lived. But it looks like that is going to be it, because I don't see how DKnight and Putrid can come back in this game. So yeah, it looks like even though Ash and Flarestar have no income left, so I guess they're not out of it, because Putrid is really the only one that has a mining base, as Flarestar has 1 million drones on like 5 mineral patches. So if I were Ash and Flarestar right now, it's time to press the advantage. And I'm getting another stupid lag spike. Why am I getting these random lag spikes? I do not understand, but I can't stop now. Must cast StarCraft. Must continue casting StarCraft no matter what. And hopefully lag stays away as units need to group up and make one final push, and it looks like that is what we're going to see. Actually, Ash is, where is he going? He's going back and forth. They need to come down and kill this base down here. He knows about this. He's got his observer. He knows this is the only mining base right now, so why is he doubling back and forth? Is he going to try? Oh, he saw this army right here. He is going to try and protect his own expansion from this final push of DKnight and Putrid, as these roaches are going to go right for the base. Meanwhile, a couple of stalkers and zealots are going to engage this army and quickly get melted. Look at the executor. I don't know, do you call it an executor? As a, no! He killed the executor slash executor. Colossi, which had 34 kills right as I was praising his awesomeness. And a bunch of broodlords out here for Putrid. Go, broodlords, go! Go, broodlords, go! Except that there's 6 corruptors killing you. And the blink stalkers are going to come up under these guys, as broodlords are armored, right? I think they're armored. They died too quick, and that is going to be GG. And so that was a pretty fun game to cast. There were quite a bit of tech switches going on. I thought Ash and Flarestar were totally done there at one point, but Ash actually, with 3 robotics facilities, and he just at the last possible second pumped out like 3 more colossi and just melted away all the hydras and stuff from Putrid. If Putrid had gone for a neuroparasite, this game could have been really, really different. Or if he had gone for those corruptors a bit sooner. But anyway, well played by Ash and Flarestar. Pretty well played as well by DKnight and by Putrid. So thank you, Ash, for sending me this game. It was a pleasure, and I'm looking forward to doing more awesome games. Thank you guys for watching. This is IS0127, and thumbs up my vids if you like my commentary. Thank you. Okay, peace out.